There's a lock diff, there's the LSD. New skidder. These are pretty much done now. Welcome back, guys. I'm here again fixing more shit on the S15. I was cruising along and all of a sudden this nasty noise appeared from my left rear wheel. So here I am. I've got a wheel bearing in here. So I will be replacing that. I'll quickly show you how bad it is. So yeah, you definitely shouldn't have play like that in your wheel. Probably caused by too many skids and having a lock diff, but hey, that's just a part of the game. No big deal, pretty easy fix. We pretty much showed most of this in the 185 stud install, but I'll show you again anyway. First things first, I'm going to take this axle nut off to take the axle out, although you don't actually have to do that. We didn't do it with the 180. Only reason why I'm taking the axle out is because I'm putting my LSD back in. Got the lock diff in there at the moment, obviously, but I was trying to find one of these backing plates for so long because my one in there on the lock diff, one of these studs is bent. So I finally picked up one of these cheap. I can put that on, seal it up and put the oil in, slap that diff back in. So yeah, I thought I may as well just do everything at once. You don't actually have to take axles out to put the diff in either. Usually we just slip the diff out and put the new one back in. Okay, so got this axle nut off. Probably the hardest part of the whole thing. That thing is fucking tight, but as you can see I've slipped the axle away there. If you climb underneath. Oy, oy, oy. Got the ABS sensors all disconnected, the other axle is slipped away, and I've got the drive shaft disconnected, so all I've got to do now is these two bolts and the two up the front there for the diff. That'll slide straight out, easy as, and then I can do that wheel bearing and swap the diff over. Okay, just got the diff out, just bench pressed it out. Good thing no one skips chest day. I can pull that out now. Ooh. And there she is, the famous Lockie. Look at that thing. So there's the lock diff, there's the LSD. Lock diff the world, way better. As you can see, my axles are still in there and got the diff out easy as, but now I should be able to pop them out and I'll be able to gain access to that wheel bearing. So as you can see, I've got the caliper off there. I can take this rotor off. And those bolts are the last thing. We're good to go. And that thing sounds naggy. There we go, we're all out. So all I've got to do now is press this hub off. Tomorrow, chuck the new wheel bearing in and reassemble time. Life of being a mechanic, bleeding. So I've just got to seal up this backing plate for this LSD and go get some oil. Fill it up and chuck it back in. I'm going to try run some thick oil because this LSD was pretty shit when I had them before, so hopefully it tightens up a bit. So I just had to steal the bolts from this one to use on that one. Here's the inside of this. You can see that Lockie in there, nicely welded up with a plate in it. That's good. So we're all siliconed up. I can chuck this backing plate on and let it set overnight. Got my wheel bearing all sorted, that's all pressed in, new one's there, and this is all dry now so I can fill this up. I got some new oil for this thing. Got some thicker stuff for this LSD just to try tighten it up a little bit. I usually use LSX 90, but so hopefully that tightens it up a little bit and twin spins every time we're doing donuts. So there's my wheel bearing race. I had to grind it off, that's how stuck on it was. Got that all back together, calipers on, so now it's just a matter of putting the axles in and putting the diff in and be ready to go. Easy as. Fuck, almost fucking have it. Oh, keep going. Right, we're all done, all back together now. Was a bit of a mission actually. We've done diffs on the floor before, but that was just been a bit of a mungle. But anyway, it's like, what? Past midnight. Crushed my finger and nearly killed myself all in one diff change. So I'm going to finish up for the night and I'll carry this video on tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next morning, we're back here into it. About to move the S15 out and make a start on our workbench we're going to build just to tidy the place up. And also, if you got the impression I'm selling the car, yes I am. If I want to get the Evo done, I have to sacrifice this and sell it, unfortunately. So yeah, here's our builder doing some measurements. Mayhem Inc. building now.
Oh God, what are those? 4.8.
So what are we getting, Chip?
3.7 meters. What if we do it 8, and then we can use that for shelving?
Building with Chip Foos. Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Nice and thick.
You can go, boy.
Oh, look at our man go. Yeah, there's our ply, we're good to go. Chip, what are you doing? You're making a meal of it. Brother! We're all sorted. Shout out to Bunnings, sponsored us some beanies and a bit of a mug. Yeah! Free shit for Mayhem Inc.
What's the point of doing that? Why not? Hold my stuff in there. Pencils, vivid, ruler.
You've got that on your
Sweet.
jersey. It comes with a pouch.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. Fucking cockroach. It all falls out otherwise. Oh, it's got a clip. Hey!
Chip the builder.
Oh, Clippy, nice pouch, mate.
Here we are. Building cars and building benches. Shit, he's a man of many trades, this fella.
3200.
So the deal here, we're going to do two separate benches but butted together, so there to there, just in case if we ever have to move them in the future. Hey, so the bench is going from there, all along there, to there. Huge! So we just tied the place up a bit, we've got all this RB junk that's going in the skip bin.
RB junk. Junk. So yeah, pick this up off Trade Me, $1 reserve, 120 bucks, bing, 38mm teal gate, and a top mount manifold. So
He's hooked again.
yeah, buying cheap parts again. RIPFD.
RB bone. Got all the gears here. Nice to see you got your PPE on.
Always important, PPE is a must.
And this gun can go.
Oh fuck it.
Mark it properly, mate.
Measure twice, cut once. Hold up.
Oh, you didn't quite penetrate, mate.
Hold up, I'll go.
Look at that posture. Oh, it's quality. Sponsored. That thing can go.
You fucking stitched me up, you Why? Mate, I can tell you now. You fucking stitch up bastard. Take that smile off your face. I'll come wipe it off there for you.
I'll come wipe it off.
What's happened? Listen carefully. When you measured that 70, it was up there, not this way, so that's short.
Oh, you fucking simple
You idiots!
I've never seen a simple
Why are you
right here.
No, we just have to overhang the ply.
That's right, it's fine. We've got it sorted.
It's like the blind leading the blind.
We're pumping today, boys. Coming along nicely. Got our tops all done. Just doing our support braces. Yeah, this is gonna be solid.
How's that one?
You can go, my bro.
We just square them up.
So, what's that? 18mm ply for the top.
18mm ply.
Solid as. Gonna hold RBs, gearboxes, everything. Pumping.
Beef dance.
Oh yeah, so you want to nail that there?
No, hold on.
What are you doing?
You need to cut it. No, you need to plane it.
Alright, we got one bench done. Doing the legs on this second one here. And yeah, it's looking pretty nifty, alright. Nice and sturdy. Well, quick break. And looks like we got another RB here. Just got back from getting it, old Sammy boy, and inspecting. Because someone has stacked it and drifted into a curb. And the low control arm is bent as hell.
Yeah, get under there. We drove how many hours like that? 7 hours? We drove 7 hours?
Ooh. 7-hour trip.
Like that.
And it popped the tyre because it's got so much toe in.
The spare was brand new.
But well, 20 det, Safiro. New skidder. Definitely not the prettiest, but she's got potential. Just another RB. So here's the tyre that came off. That was brand new tread when they left. And the toe was that bad it just chewed it out.
No huckies involved.
Popped it. Good game.
Looks like
RFB spray painted in the boot. Fuck, that explains a lot.
What's the password? What's the password?
D-bone. If D-bone or
RB.
RB bone.
RB.
So what colour are we going to paint these, Chief? Going to chrome them up, mate.
Yeah.
Woo! Chrome. Chrome, Chief.
Hone.
King Chrome, Chief. Look at it.
Look at it.
So when are you going to have these done by, Chief? Polish them right up.
Yeah.
King Chrome.
Yeah, mate. King Chrome.
King Chrome Driftex. Made in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Chip Foos. Quality construction.
You want a job done? Right? Come to the chip.
Measure once, cut twice.
No. Fuck off, cunt. Fuck off. There's nothing wrong with those measurements, mate.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's Chip Foos. Chip Foos.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts.
Tinder.
Oh.
Hey, Tinder.
Mimba.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to shit, bro. I was waiting for you, bro. I wasn't too long, bro. You right? Okay, I'll see you soon. Right.
Fuck.
This is what Mimba. What Mimba zero.
What's he a member of?
Fucking Mungo Mob.
You KKK one.
That's member number 2.
Yo.
Fucking hell.
Hello. Yo. Yeah. Pocket dog me, Chief. Not a good Chief. Wait, he's a. Yeah.
A day in the life of Chip Foose.
Chip face.
Business calls at 9 p.m.
Mate, this design of this bench, mate. Oi!
Oi!
My clips on, mate. So good to the ladies. What the fuck? Mate, just throw that to
Is
my...
that a fucking shower, mate? Now I smell like fucking chemicals. Jesus! That a fucking shower.
No, it smells like a working man.
Building with Chip Foose. Measure once, cut twice. Da-da-da-da.
Coming from you, the classic stitch up of, yeah, this is the measurement.
Oh, yep.
So here's Josh's ghetto paint job on his wheels. Apparently he's tying these up to sell them to fund the RB. It's going on nicely, but you're no beef. First coat done, not too shabby. Well, Trolley, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Give us the bad news first.
Bad news is a plus T.
And the block is an RB20E
It's not a DE, it's a 20E.
block. So
Good news is, it's got a mega squirt, so it's been tuned, so it's not all that bad.
yeah.
But we think it's being tuned to a det, not a fucking E.
So you got
That's why it's running so rich.
RB20E
And it looks like
internals.
compression's fucked.
And it's got a fuckload of blow by it.
So,
If I was you, we'll go back there and we'll fucking hit him up and we'll get your car and we'll get this car.
nah. So the best thing to do is skid it until it blows up, then get a det block.
Dead block.
It's not all that bad. But. So here's the weapon in the daylight. You like how that wheel's sitting? Camera doesn't justify it, but holy shit. See if we can see underneath. That's too low. Yep. Had a quick inspection of the engine and it's a plus T, not a genuine 20 det. So rest in peace. Fucking Chip. RFB and all its richness.
Yep.
Oh well, these are pretty much done now.
No, don't screw into the wood.
I'm not trying to get it out.
Just putting this galv plate on the end here. Vice is going here. Gonna be welding and whatnot on this corner. Bloody beautiful. Yeah, that's good.
Put one in there.
You have another drill bit, plate, give me the drill bit.